Howdy, folks. Welcome to Rimworld. Uh, was finally able to get this, I hope, fairly stable. So, let's just hop in and see what's going on here. So, I've got. Oh, do I? There we go. So, um, I've got quite a few mods in here. A bit of an exhaustive list of them. So I can't really go through them all right away. I guess I'll go through them as they come up. I've got quite a few uh, different uh, colony mods, I guess. Um, there's just going to be more than the humans. I think I've got the Peniel. They're kind of robots given sentience, I guess. We've got the security force over here. Got some Boyo and where are they? The Urine down here. Uran. They're rabbit races, I guess. Um, so I've got quite a few. I'm playing on a small world because I feel that the large or standard world is a bit much. You know, you don't need all the space. You're not gonna really need to travel the entire world. So, um, yeah. And then I'm currently on Cassandra Classic, so I'm gonna keep that as it is. If I need to make it more difficult, I can do that. I've got some other um, storytellers that can make things pretty difficult. I think Hildegard is one, so it makes raids tougher and more frequent. I've got one that makes multiple raids happen, so it could be bad. It could end up with them fighting each other. Uh, and I've also got one that basically doubles whatever event happens, whether it's good or bad. So, I've got a few options if need be. As it is, I like to play small. I don't like having many colonists personally, so I'm gonna have. Uh, I think I've set it to like my colony maximum size is going to be 4. So we'll see who I end up with. I'm starting out with 2 colonists, and they've got 3 pets, I guess. Um, I don't really have a direction that I'm gonna go with this series yet. I guess it'll just happen as it happens. Um, I do have a lot of mods that mess with balance, so I have no idea if what I'm doing is going to be balanced. Um, I think my characters are slightly, well, probably more than slightly overbalanced at the moment. Um, but I also know that some of the mods I've added in are quite dangerous. So I think it balances out a bit. But we'll see. If I need to make it harder, then I can. If I need to make it easier, then I can as well. Uh, I don't plan to do any loading, so if something bad goes wrong, I'll keep it and deal with it. Um, but we'll see when the time comes. Also, I'll keep this going until it like crashes or until I get to an end of some sort. So I guess with that, a little long introduction. Sorry. I'm just gonna get started. It looks like I am in a bit of a mountainous area. Of course, we crashed in the middle. Um, let's see here. I guess just gonna start off at normal speed. As you can see, Rocket Man is warming up. That apparently just makes things a little bit makes things run a little bit easier. I've got a mod that kind of separates all your types of work separately. Okay, apparently new levers right away. I did not think that would be happening so quickly, but sure. Wasn't even done starting. So I'm just gonna set the priorities here. I guess I do have like 1 through 9 that I can assign. We'll see how much of that I actually need. I believe default is like 3 or 4. So yeah, let me just get this set up here. Handle animals probably is okay, so that's handling, like shearing them and whatnot. Actually, I suppose I need to make some zones here. I haven't played in a while. I did play a little bit for playtesting to make sure things would not crash, I guess. But that wasn't really all that much. I did run into a problem where it was running fine, but then, and I tested it like 5 times, and then I loaded into a game and it crashed, and it would keep crashing when loading up. So I had to figure out what was wrong, redo things. But now, I think things should be stable, I hope. But we'll see. Constructing and deconstructing. I think deconstructing should be more of a priority than constructing. Growing, plant cutting. Right now I'll just set them, I guess, mostly to 3. If I need to change things, then I'll do so when I need to. Alright, so schedule, I'm just going to set to anything. I don't really feel the need to tell them when they have to work, when they have to sleep, until I have to, I guess. I've only got herbal medicine right now, so I'm going to do that. Again, herbal medicine. Carry 1 with you just in emergencies. What else do we have? They're gonna fight if they need to. Animals, I'm gonna start training. Can I? Maybe. Alright, there we go. Yep, again, they can also receive that kind of medicine. Got quite an assortment of mythical animals, I guess. Mythical, mystical, whatever you want to call it. And then I do have this mod which puts every research into one big tree. I don't really like it. Um, because it kind of just mashes all the mods together. So I don't know if what I'm researching is in the same category as some other things, but they have made it so I can go back to the standard one. There are quite a few research trees to go through. Uh, I did start with a standard research known. So, I've got stone cutting, electricity, stuff like that. Only because I tried doing a no-tech start, and that just made it so. It made it so that it took forever to do anything. Like it's going to take a while for just two colonists to get things started as it is. Looks like we've got plants growing over here for some reason. I did a story start of these insect pets. So I guess this is how it starts. We've got a little bit of a two-room storage with a partial garden outside, I guess. Let me just highlight this. Okay. Actually, don't allow sowing because there's plants already there. Looks like we've got quite a few predators on the map, so I'm gonna have to be careful about that. What are you doing at the moment? You are gathering things. And right now I'm just gonna go on speed one. Oh, there's a dragon of some sort. That's gonna be dangerous. Just kind of looking around, seeing what I've got. I've got steel. Got some compacted machinery. There's a big block of steel just out in the middle. Interesting. And mainly looks like steel. What is this? Ancient mechanoid transponder. Okay. We'll check that out in a bit. Oh, what else is... All I can really see is steel. I guess that's all I really need, isn't it? What else do we have? It looks like we've got shelves in here. Suppose I should make this my home area. Gonna turn off the automatic home area because that just makes things difficult sometimes. And we're gonna have to clean this up a bit. It looks like it's a mess. We're sleeping outside at the moment. Can I just install these indoors? Yeah, gonna put those indoors. Looks like we've got a little bit of everything to start out with, I guess. I don't want the shelf outside. That's gonna just make it so that animals can get to it. I guess they're gonna get hungry, so I should set up a cooking bill. Let's see. Do until I have X. X is gonna be 2, since there's just 2 of us. Simple meals are fine for now. And then I suppose I should put some crafting spots, or a crafting spot. And then the butcher spot. And some sleeping spots for the animals. Alright, creatures, butcher creature, do forever. What are we gonna do? Animals, we have one that's revered animal, so I want to make sure that we don't do that one. And actually, you know what? Human-like, I guess, is okay too. We'll use that to... The colonists aren't cannibals, but I guess they also don't... they don't care one way or the other. They're indifferent. That may be... That may make it easier, may make it harder. I don't know. But that doesn't mean that we're going to eat human-like meat. We're just gonna probably feed it to the animals. But I think... Let me see, what can they eat? They can eat vegetables, raw meat, just corpses, live plants. Okay, so they can eat pretty much anything. So I'm not going to worry about that. We do need a couple of weapons, I think. So make a club, make a short bow. Just because we didn't start with anything. Yeah. I guess I can speed it up a little bit at this point. Maybe get a farm going. I know I've got these plants over here, but maybe do a bit more than that. Maybe get a good good farm going. Oops, what's going on? I have vanilla achievements added in, so that allows me to just, get achievements as I progress, and then we get points for that, and we can spend it on various things, like calling in raids, calling in favors, stuff like that, I think. So should be good. Got it set to 2 right now, but I guess while they're asleep, nothing's really going to happen, so I'll speed it up to 3. We've got some animals over here. What happened to you? Oh, dragon decided that it was hungry. Okay, well, we will certainly take what's left of that. Defenses. I know it says hunter lack range weapons. I have added a mod in that allows hunters to use melee weapons. So that should be okay. After all, if you're in melee, you're likely to be attacked back. Okay, they're awake again. I'll slow it down to a 2. You're going to grab that horse that we saw earlier. You're meditating? Okay. I suppose. What's going on? Oh, you're attacking a rabbit. Okay. They're going to... What? They're attacking each other. Okay. Sure. I didn't do it. Well, I guess that's one less I have to worry about. once you're done eating that, we'll just take that. How much is left? Half of it, almost. That's good for me. I do have a mod added in that gives bones. So anytime we slaughter a living thing, we will get bones, and then we can use those bones for various things. Like I think, it's just another thing that you can use. Skull throne, interesting. So yeah, there's a couple like bone chair, skull throne that are specific. I think there's some floors as well. Yeah, there's a bone floor. So we can use them for crafting things. I believe I can also use a butcher table to extract bone marrow. That counts as animal matter or something like that. I can't recall. But you guys took pretty much no damage from that. Okay, and that's another one over there. I think I'm in a fairly defensible place. It looks like things can only enter from the northwest and east. And so they have to come through here and here to get to me. So I might just make this little area into my base over here. We'll see how that works. For farming, as you can see, they're crafting or making tilled land. It does make oh, hi. The name of this game is Rimworld. I just started it today. And I've just been going for all of 20 minutes. It's not my first time playing the game, but it's my first time starting this game, I guess, in a while. I haven't, let's see, I haven't played since they brought out the new DLC, Biotech, I believe is what it's called. Biotech added a bunch of mechanoid stuff so I can make little robots to do things for me, defend the base, build it. I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to do. I think it has to deal with this mechanoid transponder over here. But this thing apparently will explode if I attack it, so I'm going to leave that for now. I'm just kind of... this is kind of a survival game. As I build up a base, I get attacked by raiders. If I just go to the world here, you can see there are a bunch of different colonies. This one here is my colony. I can travel in between these places if I want to, like, buy and trade things. But if these guys get upset with me, they'll come and attack me, and then I'll have to defend myself. I could, capture them if I don't kill them outright. But I've also heavily modded this, so it's not quite the base game. There's a lot of things, the balance issues. My characters are probably a little stronger than they should be, but then there are also a lot of stronger enemies out there that there isn't normally. So I'll change the balance as I need be. There are, let me see here. Where do they show it? There's is it interface, gameplay? Somewhere here we are. Storytellers. These different storytellers adjust the game as well. So, like Cassandra Classic is your standard difficulty. She slowly ramps things up. If things go wrong, she'll drop it back down again. We've got Phoebe Chillax, which is a bit more easier, but the raids can be just as difficult if it happens. Randy Random, he doesn't really care. He'll randomly make things. I believe like 50% easier to 50% more difficult. So, depending on where it's at, a lot of people think that he is most difficult, but I feel he is not quite so. But I mean, we've got other ones in here, like Empress Evil makes it so that no good events happen ever. So if things are going too good, I can select that person. Here's like a twins, Echo Brothers. Every event happens twice, whether it's good or bad. So there's quite a few to choose from, and I'll adjust it as need be. Right now, though, I'm just getting set up. Have a little bit of a base here to start out with, and then I'll go from there. Hopefully, I don't plan on doing any save scumming or anything like that. Yeah, they would like some of. Let's find one. Like I think this person. Yeah, they're hostile toward me. So they will send raiders to me to try and steal my stuff or try to kill me or things like that. But like this one right here, they're neutral. So I could send a person out and go trade with them and get them to like me better. This is a infestation of bugs. They're 100% hostile, and they will never like me. So I have to steer clear of them, or if I get strong enough, I can go and attack them and try to take them out. And, you know, there's just a bunch of different people. Hopefully, what it'll do is it'll give me a few days to build things up, get things ready, and then it'll start sending people after me to raid me, or you know, different events could happen, like my pets could get sick, or we could get sick, a blight on the crops, things like that. Right now, my biggest concern are these kitsune that are sitting around my house because they're predators, and if they can't find anything to eat, they will try to eat me. And I think, do I have, what am I equipped with? Gear. I don't have any weapons yet. I have a couple queued up to try to make. I can make a couple of clubs and bows and arrows. As I progress further in technology, I will be able to make different things like guns, armor. If I go to the research tab here. Like, I can make a passive cooler, I can cut stone, I can make some clothing, I know about electricity and air conditioning, and this tech tree just goes on and on and on and on and on. And that's just the main tech tree. There are several tech trees as well, so research is a big thing in this. As I mentioned earlier, I plan to only go with a small crew, so I'm probably not going to have more than 4 people in my colony. Yeah, the setup is quite complex too. More complex because I've added about 300 mods into this. Some are just to boost performance, some are to add the extra races, some are to add these pets and animals, things like that. So, that being said, yes, it does have a lot of UI. My inventory up here on the top left is going to continue down the left side of the screen until it falls off of it. So that's going to be a bit annoying when it happens, but I'll deal with it. But yeah, I really enjoy this game. I guess as I do with pretty much most of the other games I play. And I just wanted to try it out because I needed to slow down a little bit on Genshin Impact. I'm still doing Genshin 2 days a week, but I needed something to replace the middle day. So if you want, stick around and see what happens. Otherwise, catch what you want, and you can always catch my stuff on a VOD on YouTube, because I just upload them, or I suppose while recording they automatically get uploaded, but they're up there for you to watch anytime you want. But I need to get a farm going here. Where are we at here? So a growing zone. Just to do that, and we'll grow some rice here. And then this one will be hay for the animals. And then this final one, oops, will be for cotton. Oops. And I need to make it a little bit larger, I think. I'll just add a little bit more, so. And then this is, where is it? Cotton. So then we can start crafting different things once I have it. RNG of Genshin? Okay. That's cool. I do still enjoy Genshin quite a bit. I've just gotten to a point where I have so much to do off screen that I need to slow down the story progression a little bit. To begin with, I was just the opposite. I had a small area to explore, and I was limited by the story on where I could go. But now, I've just gotten to Sumeru? I forget how it's pronounced. I just got to that area, And so I'm really liking it so far. Oh, cool. Okay. Artifacts that drop using which character? Oh, okay. Cool. Um, I, I, and what stats do they on using? Oh, okay. Yeah. Um, I really like looking at some of that stuff. But I'm limited to what I'm able to get on the draws and whatnot. Um, so, and also, it takes time to upgrade everything, and that's kind of what I'm working on right now. Is I recently got Ayaka as a character, and I really want to use her more in combat, but I just needed to level her up, and in order to do that, I needed to find where the upgrade materials were for her and find a good sword for her out of like the two or three that I own. Rosaria with Favonius? Oh, okay. Blessed the most requested stats on. Oh, okay. That's cool. I don't have Rosaria, but she seems like a cool character. I've met her in the story a couple times. Well, I've met her in side stories a couple times. I suppose technically I don't know. I don't know if I've met her in the main story. I think the Windbloom Festival had her, but I also think that I might be missing some things. Like, what am I thinking of? There's a house in Mondstadt that has a sigil over the front door. I have no idea who that is. I don't know if I'm supposed to be looking. Yeah, I don't know if there's supposed to be a quest that's going to happen, or if I'm just supposed to get far enough in the story. I don't know, but that's part of what I like about it. Is eventually I'll find out. These guys, I suppose I can speed this up a little bit. I as I'm chatting with you. Uh, but yeah, I really like how Ayaka works as a character, but she's almost to the point where I can use her in a battle. I still need to find, or I still need to upgrade a good set of artifacts for her. Visitors from the United Fox Nation are visiting the colony. They have a few items to trade. Okay. Where are they? They're coming in. Okay. You have to progress in story. Yeah, I kind of figured that much. Um, top. Yeah. Thank you. I was saving up quite a bit to try to get her. It took me. I feel I was fairly lucky with getting her. Oh, what's going on down here now? Oh, they're eating a raccoon. Okay. Um, Thank you. I I feel I was lucky in getting her. It took me 50 polls to get her, or five groups of 10, I guess. So, like I said, I feel like I was lucky in that, considering the first time the previous banner that I actually tried on, I did 60 in that one, and I just got uh, 4-star characters. So yeah, I did. I pulled that in one of the streams. I don't think it was. Um, you'll have to check. I believe it was the day that the banners came up that I played. Um, so it might have been last Thursday or Tuesday. I can't remember when the banners came up. So, yeah, I pulled those on stream. Um, but I'm also sitting on a decent pile of gems uh, as well, just because while trying to pull them, I ended up with a bunch of cryo characters, and before I didn't really have any. So I don't really want to pull on Shinha because she's another ice character, and I've now got 4 or 5 of them. So yeah, check that out when you want. I don't know the specific time, but I suppose you can uh, just search through it, I guess. Watch it at double speed or whatever you want. Alright, let's see here. I want to talk to this trader, see what they have to trade, see if they want to trade anything that I have. They've got medicine. That's a good thing, but what is Stardust? Where did that come from? Oh well. Yeah, I'll trade whatever the Stardust is for medicine. There we go. Now I've got some medicine just in case I need to heal myself up. Looks like the crops are being planted. Oh, I see. They left me a gift of Stardust. Alright, well, I guess I traded that right back to them. Berry bushes, I suppose. Well, I think we're okay on food for the moment. Going through it though, looks like we're harvesting what's over here. So when that's ready, I guess we'll harvest it and put it in storage. Still have these kitsune to worry about. And eventually we'll have enough food to be able to start training the animals and taking care of them. I think, yeah, it looks like they're able to eat grass and stuff like that, so they should be okay on their own as long as they don't get attacked. Oh, I suppose I need to build some recreation for you guys. So let's put down a horseshoe pen to start with. We don't need much more than that at the beginning. Maybe I'll put down some chess table, maybe. I've got a couple of spare chairs that I can put next to it so you can play chess. There we go. Oh, I've got a stove in here? Why do I have a... Why am I cooking at a campfire then? Here, let me use the stove. Cook simple meal. Now let me just copy it over from here. Just copy that. Paste it. There we go. And I can use whichever one I need to. What else do we have? Hunter still lacks ranged weapon, need defenses. I kind of want to make them come in through the southern entrance, so if I put up some wooden walls over here, let me see, what am I looking for? Structures. Some walls. If I just block that off, then hopefully they will be forced to move around. Oh, is this it's a flash storm. Gotta be careful, that could set things on fire. I'm gonna expand my home zone to include the crops, just in case. Other than that, seems pretty good. What do we got? You've got nothing to do. I thought I... Oh, right. Let me set you guys up for crafting. I was gonna do this as I need them, but then I forgot. So maybe I should just set these up. There we go. Now you should... Oh, wait, hold on. I suppose Bone Club is good enough. Or... I forgot to limit what you can use. So, bone is okay, and wood is okay. And over here, just wood and bone as well, I guess. Looks like I need to chop some more trees, though. Running out of lumber. There we go. Did you already make one? I don't think so. So that should be good. It's nighttime. Oh, another mod that I added in is to make nighttime a little brighter, so it's easier to see on YouTube. Just because, from what I've heard... Thank you. Yeah, I think I had quite a few in that poll, if I remember correctly. So, I was really happy with it. And yeah, Mika, Sucrose, yeah, Diona, and Kuki, I think, is what you say it is, the ninja girl. Oh, what? I hear animals attacking again. What's going on? Where? Oh, over here. Oh, you're attacking a turtle. That turtle might win. Oh, maybe not. Oh. So, oh, he's rare? I did not know that. Well, thank you. Thank you. I did not realize he was very rare. I know I've been using him to find or using his specialty in the world to like go find Mondstadt specific things. So he's been useful. Um, but I really want to get Ayaka up to the ability to fight, and I am so close. I earlier today I was trying to get the resources uh, to level her up, and I am just one ice shard short. So I'll have to do that tonight. And one or two copies. Well, I am perfectly happy with just one copy. Um, I figure in the normal draw, if he goes into it, then I will eventually get him up to uh, whatever 6 or 7 it is. But you know, I'm happy with one. Um, Kind of just like the 5 stars. I'm happy with just one. I would be ecstatic to have more than one, but I don't think I'm going to use the resources to get more than that, especially since I'm playing for free. Well, mostly free. I spend $5 on the 90 Prima Gems a day. But it looks like we should name our faction. Uh, well, we're Kurin. I'm not very good with names, so I'm just gonna uh, leave it as it is. Uh, Crazy people trying to compete. Yeah, I'm not gonna have C6 for a very long time, if ever. Yeah, and I'm not gonna. I'm really not gonna spend money on it. You know, I'm just playing for fun right now. If it ever came to the, if people wanted me to spend money, transport crash. If people wanted me to spend money on it, uh, you know, I'd be okay with donations, but I don't like to do that really. But what do we have here? We've got a Rabby technician. Um, oh, but you're an enemy. I think I'm gonna take your guns and leave you, because otherwise you're gonna try to kill me. Okay. Um. uh, but the quest with Miko, hardest quest in the game. Oh, really? Okay. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that there's not going to be anything harder than that. There were some pretty difficult quests that I was dealing with. Um, and you know, I do get frustrated a little bit um, when I get into those battles and I have to restart it. You know, like the final quest, I guess, of Inazuma, the Inazuma area. Uh, I was more upset that I couldn't skip the cutscenes to get back into the fight the second time than I was with losing the fight the first time. So I know in my voice you can kind of hear my frustration, but it's a passing thing. You know, I do get frustrated, but it passes quickly. Um, and it really doesn't affect how I like the game. I still enjoy the game even through its frustrations. I'm hauling in 2 dragons to slaughter. What? And before you cut this up, what happened? Oh, the dragons got in a fight with each other. Okay, well, that makes sense. I just remembered that I actually have technology, so I should probably start refrigerating this stuff. Um, Let me see. Temperature cooler. Let's put one of those in. I know I don't have what I need for it, but somewhere around here. There are things for me to mine. And then I also need a power generation. Where is it? Right here. We'll go with the wood-fired generator. But yeah, I get frustrated sometimes. It's okay. But now that I'm in Sumeru, you know, I'm excited to explore the new area and see what that has in store for me. I was a little upset because it didn't quite tell me like where I had to go. It's like, oh, we just need to go to Sumeru. You know, it's just that easy. So I went and circumvented the long way, and when I got to my destination, I backtracked and was like, oh, I could have just gone right through this cave instead. Oh well. So how are we doing here? You're cooking food. Looks like you've got a bow being crafted. I suppose. You know, I'm spending this time crafting weapons when, you know, that this person dropped some weapons for me. So maybe I'll equip those instead. Have I built this wall? Yes, I have built the wall to protect myself. Okay. What else am I doing? One super annoying quest. Well, uh, that'll be unfortunate, but I'll work through it. I do plan on doing some more of those story quests. So, like, names are escaping me. Zhongli's story quest, the second part, I think. Uh, the quest screen is telling me it'll unlock something if I do it, so I kind of want to do that. I think I stopped in the middle of a quest last time, just because of time constraints, and it was a good stopping point. But as soon as I finish that quest, I will be doing Zhongli's second story quest. And then probably back to the main story again. Or, I don't know, maybe another story quest. You know, I've got quite a few of them to go through, and I have no idea how far through the game itself I am. So maybe I'll do some story quests next stream. Oh, what's going on here? I am being raided by somebody. Okay, thank you for not spoiling it. I I will find out about it on my own, I guess. Okay, so we've got this guy, the enemy drifter of the Scimitar Men. Looks like he is dual wielding hatchets. But it doesn't look like he really has any armor on, so he's got a uniform. So we should be able to handle this fairly easily. And he's attacking immediately. Archon story quests are made good? Yeah, good. Like I said before, I really enjoy. I enjoyed Venti's story. And some of the others were okay, but I really enjoyed Venti's. So and Zhongli's, of course. Let's see. This guy is coming in this way, and he is circling around. Gonna slow the clock down a bit. And then, since he's this close, I'm gonna draft up my colonists and move them into position to fire at him. Okay, that should be good. And then he's going to come around the corner, and I'll hopefully take care of him before he gets to me. Otherwise, I could be in trouble. Let's see, what is the range on these? Okay, there we go. Oh, hit him once. He looks like he's coming this way, so I'm going to start backing off. Ow. And now he's fleeing. So we're not just going to let him flee after that. Going to make sure he knows not to come back. There we go. And I could try to capture him, I suppose. Bleeding out in 6 hours. How good is he? He's silly. He's an experienced combatant. It's not really worth it for me. However, I'm going to I guess just leave him there, because I don't want to capture him. Gonna go back. How badly am I hurt? Just bruises. Okay, should be good. And let's see, now that that's... Oh. I guess the turtle did win. Well, kind of. Turtle got its revenge in the exchange. It's one less predator for me to worry about. And the other predators seem to be out here. So it should be okay. And that person didn't make it out. We've got a bunch of deer up here if we need. But I would like them to build these things, I guess. I guess I need iron or steel or whatever it is. Where's the closest steel? Is this it? Alright. We're gonna mine some of the steel. Oh, Maybe once we're awake. All right. Have a good time. Sorry, I'm a little late in saying goodbye. So, um, you're still trying to make it away. I don't think you're going to, but I won't stop you. Did you pick stuff up? You did. Alright, so looks like I'm bandaging the wounds here. Slowly but surely. I'll speed things back up now that we're no longer in combat. And got a bunch of things going on all at once, so and only 2 colonists to deal with it, so what are you going to do? Going butchering. Oh, right. I said it was okay to do that. Okay. And this. Oh, are you gonna survive? You might survive. Looks like you might survive that. Okay. Well then. Alright, we've got the temporary farm somewhat harvested. Once they're fully grown, we'll get rid of this growing zone. Got a bunch of bones from that. What else do we have going on? We've got... What else do we need? How... Let me ask that. No, I think it's just the power supply and a cooler. I think I'm going to bump up mining to a 2. Just so that they get that done quicker. Maybe. Or not. I mean, food is just as important, I guess. We are kind of low on it. Well, we've got 3 rations, I guess. But hopefully you'll go out and do some mining. Wherever that was, it was right here. Okay. So you'll do that. We'll get a generator going. We'll get a cooler set up. 0.6 days. You know, maybe I should cook up some meals. We'll set up a cook fine meal. Do it until we have 10. Yeah, we can allow all of that. Don't really want them to use special milk or specialized animal products, but you know, gonna wake you up and have you do this quicker. What are you doing? You're going for a walk, okay. I'm pretty sure at this rate I'm gonna lose a lot of this meat, but that's okay. I should have paid a little more attention to it. We've got 75 steel right there. Oh. You survived the turtle only to get taken out by your friend, it looks like. And let's see. What do we got going? We're still in a fairly good mood. Are you mining down here? You are mining down here. 37? I suppose that's not too bad. I think 40 is average. So, that's good. Then, once we have that, hopefully, like, how much does this need? Needs steel components. Did I not get the components? Let's see in the list here. Apparently I don't have enough components. I'll mine a couple more of these then. Maybe that'll be enough. Alright, looks like he didn't make it any further. What's this? Rabbit wear. Can't really wear that. It's for rabbits only. Alright, once you're done picking at that, you should haul it all back. Or as much as you can carry. Yeah. So, what else is there? We've got food, we've got weapons, low medicine. Got a crash up here. What do we have this time? Another enemy. A Revia. How good are you? Got bloodlust. You're good with animals. You got shooting. Nah, we're good. I'm gonna be fairly picky on joins my colony. At least, of course, unless I'm dropped down to one colonist. Then I might... oh, there goes the meat. The second stack is going to be going shortly as well. Oh well. What can you do? And yeah, you mind that. You've got these set to be mined. So that's what you're doing now. Let's slow it back down to a 2. As far as the speed goes, I reserve the 3 times speed for when everyone's asleep, nothing is actually going on. And instances like that. The double speed is going to be my standard speed that I go at, and then single speed will be for combat. So I know that there's a mod that gives a 4 times speed, but I think that is just way too fast. And if anything happens, it doesn't give you any amount of time to respond. Like, everything has happened before you notice that you need to respond to something. So, like, if this Kitsune started attacking one of my colonists, they would have hit me 5 or 6 times before I realize that they've started attacking. So, I don't like the 4 speed. 3 speed will be for nighttime, mostly. What are these? Swarmlings. They're predator. When did they show up? I mean, must not have been too long ago, but there's quite a few of them. And then Okay, so can I make... Let's see, do I have a... What is this? I don't need a brewery. I don't think I have a butcher table yet. Or is that what this is? Nope, that's a tailor bench. So I'm gonna... Oh, I'm waiting for this. Why aren't you guys building these? I mean, I guess you're taking care of the animals first, but hopefully they will start building this stuff soon. Um, something I had completely forgot to talk about is my colonists themselves. So, um, as for gear, I'm not gonna worry too much about what they decide to wear for the most part. If it doesn't look great, then I'll probably change what I want them to wear. Um, but I have given them a few extra traits. I think 3 or 4 is standard for characters, but a good portion of these are just story-wise, like worthless. Uh, and what is it? Peerless immunity. Immunity I thought was funny. Sure gives super healing rate or immunity gain speed, but I took it for the food poisoning chance of plus 800%. I like the idea that these characters, they're twins, by the way. They're twin clones. Um, they have this high immunity, and so they've never actually learned how to cook. So the cooking is very bad, but they eat it, but they don't know that it's bad. Like anyone else eating it will probably get food poisoning from eating it, but they won't. But also I have the Immortals mod added. So, just like Highlander, there are immortal characters around the world, and if you behead them, you gain their powers. So, because of that, I have... Where are their skills? I have given them no specialties. So, they're not good at anything. They start out with 4s and everything, which is fairly low, in my opinion. Maybe it's not in actuality, but to me it seems low, especially out of 20. They have no specialties, so raising these are going to be extremely slow. I believe it's, no passion, so they increase at 1/3 the speed that they would normally. Now, because of that, whenever you behead an immortal, you gain some of their immortality. It's not completely lost. So if they have any passions, there is a small chance that my characters will obtain those passions. So in the long run, I will get 1 and 2 passion in my skills. So eventually, they become stronger. Also, in the scheme of becoming stronger as they progress, I have the level this mod. Now what this does is every time they get hurt, they will gain health experience, and every time that levels up, they get more hit points or health to their body parts. So whereas your torso starts out with, I believe, 40 health, every time I level that up, it's going to get a little bit more health. So, like, In one level, it might be 41 health. A second level, it might be 43 health. I don't know the specifics, but eventually, they will, as they take damage, they become more capable to take damage. But also, I have RPG style level up mod, so they slowly earn points as they do things, as they gain experience, which I can then distribute between the 6 stats of strength, dex, agility, constitution, intelligence, and charisma. And those will help in different things. Like strength will increase melee damage, carrying weight. Hard work gets done faster. Dexterity affects accuracy and delicate work, so the more precision crafting. What is this missing? Nothing? Hey, go and cannot construct. Oh, your construction skill's too low. What does it need? What construction skill? Construction skill 5. I guess speaking about skills, what is your construction at? 44 out of 50 and 24 out of 50. So maybe what I should do then is I should just come over here and, I don't know, make a thicker wall. Make sure that they can't get through it. I suppose I slowed it down for talking about a few things, but all right, so hopefully, oh, you didn't fix that one properly. Is this enough to level up? Probably not. Doesn't look like it. How much more do we need? Oh, we need quite a bit more. Okay. In that case, let's finish this building, I guess. We'll put a door in here somewhere. And then hopefully, once that's built up, I will be able to make a cooler, an air conditioning unit. Because otherwise this food's going to start going bad again. If I have any food in there. I've got rice, I suppose. No, you're storing food out here. Hops. Apparently I need better storage. Do I have any? I do have storage crates. Okay, so this is another mod I added in because while they did improve shelves to be able to hold 3 items each, it's not enough. And I do not like this situation where things are just scattered all over the floor. So I added in this mod to allow large storage, I guess. Let me just deconstruct these walls that are in the way. I don't really want them there. So, back to storage. This crate here, it takes up 1 cell, but it can hold 10 items. So you can stack 10 items on top in 1 square rather than 1 item per square. And some of the other storages, some of the other containers take up a larger space, but also hold more in each space. I'm not going to argue with how that works. I'm I just prefer to have a little bit more neat and tidy storage. Bulk goods trader. Coming in with... Oh, hello, what's this? A Warwalker. Okay, interesting. So, we got some Boyo coming in. Boyo? I don't know how to pronounce that properly, I guess. But we've got some traders coming in. Let's wake them up there. They're awake enough to craft. And we'll do some trading with these guys. Don't really have all that much to trade still, but maybe they'll take some of this stuff. What else is going on here? Oh, hello. Are probably going to end up food for the warg. Although they're missing quite a bit. What's going on with that? Okay, so the traders are getting here. Oh, did I level up and... Must not have. Construction 46. Nope, not yet. Alright, let's chat with the trader here, see what they have. Alright, so the left side is all the stuff that I have for sale. The right side is what they have for sale. Let's see, components are always good. Nitromine cannot be crafted, so eventually that'll be good. That looks like clothing, boots, silk, something or other. Some of these mods are not natively English, so you know, I can't read them. You've got some furniture, and you've got a couple of people. You're not willing to buy this, but it's in your inventory, not mine. So I don't know. What do we have for sale? Is there any of this that I want to get rid of? Probably some of this leather. Human leather, yeah, don't need that. Some tribal wear, I guess we've got. And there isn't really anything that stands out that I want. I'd rather have just some money to buy things later on. So yeah, we'll sell that stuff and have some coins for later. Maybe I should have sold the chicken meat while I still had it. Oh well. Oh, my crops are on fire. You guys should be set to 1 for firefighting. Why aren't you? Okay, sure, just I maybe you decided that harvesting the crops was the better thing to do because you wanted to get them before the fire burns them down. I don't know. Gonna have to keep that in mind though, because that I may have to manually tell them to stop at some point. And yeah, we're botching some harvests because we're not that great at anything, really. As I mentioned though, I do want to move down into this area eventually, so maybe I should take this moment to do that. Do I have enough wood? I don't have any wood, it doesn't seem. Or I'm just blind. No, I don't have wood. It's interesting how you managed to build that all completely. Oh, and there goes the rest of the meat. Alright, well, I suppose we can chop some trees down. Like this batch over here. I do need a butcher table, though. That's one of the things I got distracted from. Let's see here. Butcher table. Electric one, I suppose I can do. Make it out of bone. Oh, it needs components. I suppose that's okay. Just put it here. Also, another mod that I added, you may notice the tables and whatnot are smaller. Again, I don't like bases that sprawl out everywhere. So I added a mod in that basically makes most of the thing, like the benches that were 3 wide are now just a single block. The ones that are like 2 by 5, I believe, are now just 1 by 3, you know, just so it takes up less space. Because I don't like gigantic rooms that just sprawl out over the entire map. So that's why I added those in. I'm gonna need some components, so deconstruct that, combine that. Eventually, you know, my characters will get around to taming the creatures, the pets that I have. How much have you been tamed? Let me look here. Yeah, we're still working on training them to guard. Guard 0. Okay, I said we're working on it. Apparently we're not. Now, what do we have here? This is 6 components. Look change desired? No, I don't think I'll do that. I am using Ideology as well. That was one of the DLCs for Rimworld. But I have a mod set up so that oh, forgot about that too. There's a lot of stuff going on. So I lost my train of thought here. Anyway, I'll come back to it if I remember it. What are we doing now? We are building the electric butcher table. Or not. We're cooking. Storing things outside because we don't have enough room inside. Okay, we're gonna install this over there somewhere. This we're gonna reinstall here for now. I realize it's not a good place for it, but they'll figure it out. And then I'm gonna build this storage crate. I'm gonna put it in the corner there. once I have the wood for that, then I will move everything into it and clear up some space. I notice their moods are dropping a little bit. What's going on? Off bedroom, soaking wet. Disturbed to sleep. Excuse me. So, yeah. Looks like they're just planting the next harvest. Seems like I have a lot, but I'm pretty sure that's going to go quick as I make meals. I should probably take care of this thing before it becomes trouble. Yeah, you know what? As soon as you're done planting, I'm gonna take care of this kitsune so that we don't have to worry about it attacking us or our pets. Oh, what's this? A small group of Nukos have wandered in the area. They will leave the area in a few days. Just the one? Well, we're gonna tame it. Because, as per our ideology, this is a revered animal to us. And it's just, a little bathed cat, I guess. They'll fire. Uh-oh. Please take care of that. Good. So, yeah, most of the chores, I guess, that you would normally have to do, like cleaning the floors and stuff like that, these pets can do once they're trained up enough. So, like these insect pets, the insects and the Nukos are made by the same person. They're very similar. Well, depending on what you train them in, these are insects. They, usually you find them in caves, burrowing up from underground. So once you train them, they will help out with like mining, and things like that, cutting down trees and stuff. So a lot of the day-to-day chores are going to eventually be handled by those, where leaving me enough time to do some of the more concentrated things like building, crafting, research, which I haven't even started doing just because there's so much for me to do. And, I might not be able to do research for a while just because, it's a little bit slow to start. Also, I'd like them to be on a same time schedule. Oh, they also want a bed, I think. Let me see here. What am I looking for? Furniture. So, do I want a double bed or a double sleeping bag? I could make it out of bone. Sure, why not? Let's build a bone made out of bones of animals. And again, they're not that great at crafting, so uninstall. I might need those beds later. I should check though Not assigned to training. Apparently that's another skill I missed. There we go. No wonder why I'm not training up my animals. Okay. So, now, hopefully, there we go. You're taming the animal. Hopefully you'll get it. There we go. They might get a name eventually. They have a sleeping spot because I had an unowned one here. So that's all good. Yeah, it looks like we're now training the pets. Now that I've told them that they can start training the pets. I wish I would have noticed that earlier. I mean, I did when I was setting things up. I just felt like I was taking a lot more time than I should to set it up. Alright, another thing I want to do, since they're both awake and they're just cutting trees at the moment, we are going to go over here. We're going to take care of this predator that's nearby. So right now it's running away. Yeah, keep doing that. You also do that. I don't know why I have to tell each separately. But I certainly don't want to have to deal with this in an emergency. Okay, we are. It doesn't look like we're doing anything to it, but we are. Yeah. Okay. Repair the bullet hole in the wall. Then we'll take care of that eventually. Then we recruited the Nuco. What am I missing for this? Just waiting for somebody to build it? Oh, okay. Right. We're not good enough to build an electric one, so I guess we will go with a normal one. Where's the normal one? Do we not have a normal one? Here's the electric one. Here we go. Try that now. Do what you want, I suppose. I did set your things to anything, so what I want you to do is just a suggestion. Only one thing at a time, though. That's a bit odd. I thought I had something that would let them pick up multiple things. Maybe not. Maybe that's just how it works. I do need to get some research done eventually. Set that up so that you'll start training up the new pet. Yeah, your schedule is basically anything and everything. Is there any new wildlife that I need to worry about? The largest ones are at the top, the smallest ones at the bottom. Oh, hello. I'd like to tame you. Other insects pet. Oh, both sleeping, so speed things up. And once the night is over, we will go back to medium speed. Oops, medium speed. What are you doing? You are going to tame. Okay. Still got a bunch of trees to chop down. Almost enough to craft the storage container. I guess you're going way over here. Oh look, there's another kitsune way over here as well. Now the reason I want to tame these so quickly is because they are actually a unique creature. Like, there will only ever be one of any of these. So if I lose them, they're gone. That's part of the reason, I guess, why the insect girls comes with an ancient potion. It's basically a emergency resurrection. So with things that could go wrong, of course. So it's not a 100% perfect thing. But so these are unique, and once they're gone, they're gone. Whereas the Nukos they're rare, but I can always find more. That being said, these insects do have abilities. They can protect themselves. And they also, gain experience to level things up. So they can become stronger over time as well. So, I'm interested to see how things progress. I hope that things aren't too unbalanced. I need another pet sleeping spot. So, like I said, if things look like they're becoming too easy or too hard, I'll adjust it appropriately and go from there. But I'm more concerned about its stability. So far, it looks like I will be okay this session, but in a week, who knows? Mods may have been updated, the game may have been updated, and things may go wrong. Things may change. So we shall see. Just with how many pets I'm basically going to have and how few colonists I'm going to have, I believe that there was a setting somewhere where I could reduce the amount that I need to train them, or to keep them trained, because normally you have to train them up and then you have to periodically continue training them or they will turn wild. I have lowered that so it will take longer for them to become feral again. Just because, I'm gonna have, I think there's like 6 or 8 of these insect girls. I'd like, 2 or 3 of the Nukos. And then, any of this other miscellaneous wildlife that seems interesting. Like, I know these kappas are from the yokai mod. So there's a lot of different mythical creatures that I will have joining my colony, and they will give me resources that I can then use in return to make some interesting things. Or at least supposedly interesting. I don't know what things I can make. I haven't really played too far into the mod. I just know that I can train them or tame them, and over time they will give me things. And like those red dragons, the Redra, I guess for short, are usually pretty dangerous. I feel that I'm lucky that they decided to go after each other for food rather than after me. So, steel mining work site. Okay, so over here it looks like one of these colonies, the Thesia, is that these guys? OBS apparently disconnected. Reconnected. Is everything going okay? Looks like it's still recording. Okay, well, maybe there was a little bit of a skip there. Apologize for that. I guess I'll just continue on since it looks like it resolved itself. Not sure what I'd do if it didn't resolve itself. Probably have to stop streaming. So, I've heard that tillable soil, some people think, is a little overpowered because what it does, if I hover over it, it makes the fertility of the land 200% versus 100% that it normally is. So it's double the fertility. So things grow twice as fast. And sure, maybe that's an argument that can be made. But, you know, I've got all this area that I can grow in, and I use the argument of I like things compact. So instead of, you know, this is about a 6x12. Instead of building a 12x12 farm, I'm just building a 6x12 and making it more compact. So, you know, I kind of like it like that. All right, we've got another raid coming in. Looks like another steel hatchet. They've just got clothing on. Got some odd items in their inventory. They've got a virus. The body will infect. They will go into berserk if not enough. Oh, okay. So that's what that crimson serum is for, I guess. So, seeing as my characters are teetotalers, I do not feel that would be worthwhile to have them in my party. So they're attacking immediately. So should probably get ready. I know one of them is taming. Oh, so much for that. All right, draft up. I let it the thing speed up again. So get down here. I should split up to see who you're going after. Run him in circles. Ow. Alright. Switch characters. Oh, you're running away. Never mind. You shouldn't be running away already. Weird. You seem like you might be faster than me, though. Are you gonna make it out? You might make it out. Alright. We'll let him go. Just don't come back again, Bucky. How badly was I hurt? Just cuts. No immediate danger, but we'll get that patched up here. Just gonna lay down. There we are. Now they're tending to the animal first because I wasn't in the bed quite yet. So once they're done taming the animal, they should come and patch up the injuries. Hello. Got another insect girl joining. Awesome. Alright, we'll set these to be trained up as well. Did you get patched up? Did not. Hey. Tend. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna set this to doctor care, but no medicine. For now, if I get worse injuries, then I'll upgrade it. But I want to save the medicine if I can. Then we can go back to 2 speed. Yeah, 10 quality 0. That's expected of a 4 in medicine. They're both bad, so up to maximum speed, get through the night. And meat is rotting away. Just have so much to do. I think part of it is all the training of the pets. I need to pay attention to those inspirations too. That would probably have been a good time to have that character mine a bunch of steel. Oh look, there's steel right here. How did I miss that? I had to go all the way over here for this stuff. Should have looked a little closer. Oh well. Alright, got enough sleep. Let's get some work done. Yeah, I think I'm just keeping up with the amount of food because I was at 200 and something rice. Now I'm at 120, so down to half. And the stuff is, well, it's almost grown. So I am making a profit in food, but not a quick one. And a lot of their time is being taken up at the moment training the pets up, but in the long run I think that will help out a little bit more as they get to be able to clean and do a lot of this work that is taking... nope, I wanted to clear this area. a lot of this stuff that's just taking extra time to get done, you know, we'll delegate that to the pets. Like they're doing some cleaning, like Scarby's just sweeping up the floor there. And once they're trained enough, then they'll help with some of the menial work, like maybe planting, cutting down trees for sure. And then you know what? I've got 460 cloth. I think I'm just gonna hold off on it until I actually need to use it for something. Oh, looks like we're sleeping again. So back to full speed. Spacecraft. Right over here again. Okay. A couple more spacecraft for me to deconstruct. I thought I saw another one over here somewhere. Where was that? Right here. So yeah, we'll deconstruct that. Oh, I've got an end table just sitting out here. That should be placed near the bed to let you sleep a little faster or in more comfort or whatever it provides. Just a little bit of a bonus. Then you should be over here deconstructing. Hey, now you're at 5 construction. Okay, so cancel that again, and let's go back to an electric one. All right, slow down. You're going too fast. All right. Now maybe you'll build it. Or not. Maybe you will gather stuff. Okay. Hauling in what we deconstructed. Well, I'll get around to it eventually. I know I have a lot of stuff queued up. I know I want them to build this. I know I want them to cut down some trees. They have to take care of the garden. They have the pets to train. The life of a colonist is busy. 22 components now. Wow. That's pretty good. Okay. Move that. Eventually you'll get around to it. I suppose its priority is less than training, which is okay, because it's a front-loaded type of deal. Train them now so that you can have less work to do later. And with a larger colony, sure, I'd be able to just delegate that to one colonist and have other colonists do other things. But that's part of what I like about having only a few colonists is the fact that they only have so much time to get things done. So, you know, I could prioritize things a little bit differently, but like they have to have time to marriage. Okay, well, sure. I guess they will get married at some point. Good for them. Oh, what was just going on there? There's a little bit of a hitch. Nothing? Okay. All right. I know at this point I could probably, well, not at this exact point, I don't have any meat left. Uh, but I was thinking I could possibly upgrade meals, but then again, maybe not, because their cooking might not be good enough. I have to keep in mind that these two characters are not good at anything. Level 5 animals, though. So I guess that might... Oh, we've got milk. Okay. And might use that in some cooking. Might use it for a snack. I don't know. Shock goats. Wow, 4 of them? What do you guys do? Domesticated cattle. Store electric energy on their structures. Released as a defensive measure. Okay, so... What do they do? Like, a lot of these alpha animals have very specific things that they can do. So, since these guys are electrically charged, maybe they use that as an attack? They can provide milk. They can be attack creatures. We'll see. If... Oh, do they need to be fenced in? I don't know. Well, if they wander into over here, then I will take care of them. Might turn them into meat. I don't know. Just put that back down to 2. And it does look like they're... Something is hunting them for food. Well. Oh. And there's a raid. Group of pirates from the Scimitar Men. You look like you have armor on. You have a flak jacket. You might be a little bulletproof then. You're brave, but you're a wimp and delicate. So you take more damage, and as a wimp you will fall over from damage more quickly. You don't need much damage to go down. Oh, you're a genie. Genies are part of biotech. So just all genies will share these traits. So they're great at crafting, they're great at research, they're awful at social, they can't take care of animals or plants. Some of these are just standard features of them. So like genies will have no hair on their faces, they'll be thin, and they'll have elongated fingers, but they will all take extra pain. So genies will have the trait wimp, and apparently delicate. I didn't realize they'd have both. But then they're also calm. They never start social fights or aggressive mental breaks. Okay, so that's kind of cool. But I don't really want them in my party. I don't really like the delicate wimp type thing, because if I have somebody, I need them to be on the front line. So, you know, so you're being attacked over here as well. I don't know how you're faring. You don't seem to be faring too well. and you're in no immediate danger. So, oh well, we lost one of the goats, I guess. That's okay. They wandered in. They didn't quite make it to safety. Or at least that one didn't. But I'll haul it in and use it for food. And then this person is just preparing over here. Looks like I'm heading out to get the fourth goat. And now he's beginning his assault. So you are gonna have to wake up. And we'll set you right there. Akane is on her way back, so that should be fine. You can drop that off. Actually, you can do that later. Come over here and defend the front. Because Kirk is on their way. Alright, slow things down so that things don't get out of hand. And that's that. Okay. Good job, guys. Go ahead and take care of things. We'll see how these do. I don't think I want them in the building though. So let me make a new area. Rename this to I guess animals is fine. It's not going to be for all animals. And then expand animals. We'll do this, and then we'll go back to animals, manage it, and invert it. So now the goats can stay out of the house, and they won't dirty the house up. Even though I've got them cleaning, I'd prefer that, you know, things stay clean rather than having to clean up a mess. Also, looks like there is a rotting thing over here. So I need to make another zone. Like right here in the water, because water will help degrade things faster. And just corpses will go there. All corpses, animal corpses, not mechanoids though. And only rotten ones. So we'll put rotten corpses up here in the water so they will degrade faster, and also if animals want to eat them, they can. It'll be away from us. But that being said, I should also make it so rotten is not allowed here. Another mod I've added in is the ability to stack these chunks. Again, I don't like them scattered over all the land. So I've allowed it to stack up to either 15 or 25, I can't remember. By the looks of it, probably 15. So That way they can just take up less space. Eventually... Oh, hello. What's this? Been informed that a big battle will happen close to you. Do you want to send help or maybe just watch? Where is it? And it's just right across the way, but I'm still kind of setting up. I don't feel like I don't feel like they can spare the manpower at the moment. So they need to stay here, get things taken care of, and then eventually we'll go out and start exploring. Once I think that one of them on their own can handle things, then I'll do that. So, I mean, these two have milk. This one, though, just doesn't really have a use for the moment. So I think I'm going to slaughter that one and use it for food. And depending on how much milk we get, I may turn them into food as well. Because some food require, the better foods require more than just vegetables, I guess. See, we're down to cooking up milk to make food. It's a simple meal. It contains meat. It's a simple meal. Oh, right. You are... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, luckily I have it over here. We're gonna suspend these for the moment, because I just realized that no, it should have stopped, but because apparently it's not considering this, it should have stopped at 2, but apparently it didn't. Now I'm gonna just set this up here. Storage, allow everything, clear out rotten. No corpses, no chunks, no plants. Plants are like trees. So, and no buildings. Everything else, though, I think, for the moment. Actually, you know what? No food. We're not going to put food there. We'll put food on the shelves. And then we'll set the priority of this as preferred. Then shelves are going to go to normal. So then what they should do is they should start moving everything off the shelves. See, this is also normal. So now, once they have time to, they should start moving all of this stuff from the shelves and from just lying on the ground. They should put it in this container because that's the preferred spot. But of course, that'll be once they have time to. But apparently right now, they just want to sleep. So, what's going on? A gift from capital city of Yokai Village. Gift from the capital city has arrived. A small message card is attached to the package. Friends, please accept the gift. The purpose of the gift is to give you a deeper and more accurate understanding of the culture of Yokai Village. If this is of value to you, please be kind to the yokai on the streets. and to each faction of yokai village that is out there in the open. Okay. So they gave me a few things. What is this? An arcane jar and an anima conversion cauldron. And then what's this over here? Oh, right. Because I'm living so close to another faction, I get minus 30 with the red Justicars. So something I've done is, because I'm on a small world, I have removed the 4-tile minimum limit that you can live next to people. What is this? Is this lump of precious resources? Okay. But, okay, so I removed the restriction of 4 tiles, but I kept the loss of how well they like you, I guess. So because I'm living next to them every month or every season, I will lose standing with them because they think I made my home too close to theirs. So every month, apparently, I will lose 30, so I will have to trade with them often in order to keep the relations up. Otherwise, they might become hostile, and then I'll have to start fighting them. But these gifts are part of the yokai mod. So what this is, they basically gave me a crafting station and a cauldron that when the yokai creatures I tame like me well enough, certain items will appear in the cauldron. So, oh, look at that. I have tamed them, or trained them enough that they will now be able to plant crops. So, you know, again, this is one of those balance things. Sure, they have the ability to plant the crops, but that means that also, hey, could you guys take care of the fire, please? But that also means that's less crops for me to plant to detective farming works. Okay. Less for me to learn how to plant crops. And given that my skills are so low, you know, I'm losing out on being able to train them up. So, we've got some hay going on. I should set something up for that. But I think we're still, like, far behind on what we need to be doing. So, okay, now we're moving things around. We're storing things in the big container. I guess all the rest of this is just food. I'm gonna put this thing out here. And then once it's out there, well, I suppose I could set it up right here. Clear all. No rotten. I want hay to be allowed here. And kibble. And that'll be important. Which is one step up from the preferred here. So now, once they have this moved out here, they should, well, they've done it already because they haven't moved it yet. Do these count as buildings, maybe? Furniture? Maybe I should allow buildings. Oh, what's going on? A special offer. If you don't accept within 6 days, it will expire. Oh, what is a special offer? Nearby settlement, Saragossa, has a special trade request. They would like to purchase 5 tribal ware of normal quality. If I'm able to do that, estimated travel time is 23 hours, so they sounds like they're pretty far away. If I do that, they will give me hyperweave or a prosthetic and some money, or small vatometric power cells. I might try to do it just for the power cells. Hold on. Crafting spot. Or no, it might be at a tailor bench. Tribal wear. Well, that uses cloth. Okay. Well, if I set this up, clear out everything. Manufactured textiles. Suppose I could do leathers as well. What do I have? I don't really have much leather anymore because I sold it. So now I have 460 cloth. Let's allow sewing of that. We'll accept the quest. A little bit more power wouldn't be bad. I could get rid of the generator here. Not that it's generating for anything yet, because we haven't gotten around to crafting things. Just to make sure. Yeah. I mean, it might be fabrication. Let's just set those to 3 just in case. And then here, do X times, do until I have X, and then the details, let's use cloth, normal, or higher. Do until I have 5. You know, I should probably see where they are. Okay, they are right there. So that's going to mean is once I have these crafted, I'm going to have to send somebody out for 2 days, because it's estimated 23 hours there and back. Or 23 hours there, then another 23 back. So it looks like we're slowly getting the ability to get other stuff done. So, like storing stuff and taking care of the animals, and you know, our skills are getting higher. Oh, you know what? I didn't even look to see what was required for. Well, it looks like we can do that with our skill. I suppose tribal wear is kind of the basic. So, yeah. I was worried I didn't have the skill to craft it, but I do. There is no skill requirement for tribal wear. And it looks like We're just dressing in clothing that doesn't fit us all that well. It's perfectly fine. What was that? Lightning? Rainy thunderstorm. Okay, so another mod I've added in, let me pause for just, or slow it down while I speak about this, is right now it's raining, but you don't see any rain. So again, it has to do with YouTube and being able to watch it a little bit easier. You know, any of the weather effects, they've just been toned down a little bit. You can still see the lightning, but the rain, the fog, things like that, all of that, the visuals have been removed so that you can see it on YouTube better, so it runs slightly better, and everything like that. So even though you don't see it, it is still taking effect. Like, I believe rain and fog reduce your accuracy, so you can't shoot things as well. So I just wanted to make mention of that because it's a rainy thunderstorm and you can't see any rain. Okay, so looks like we're starting to make tribal wear. We made a poor set. Okay. That's unfortunate. Hopefully I can get 5 of these made. How much time do I have? Expires in 25 days. So I have 24 days to make 5 normal tribal wear. And just about done with that one. How well did you do on that? Another poor one. Okay. Here's another thing I should look at is, so I have things to make it. I'm checking to see. Okay, it's not this. It is a research that I would have to do. Another mod that I added in is the ability to recycle things. So I can take clothing, rather than just dumping all clothing into an incinerator or into the fire, I can recycle them for a small portion of what was used to craft them. I think it's like a third or something like that. So eventually I'll be able to recycle the things that I'm gathering for into its basic components. Again, I don't see that as really overpowered. I see it as just an alternate way of getting rid of the things that I don't use. Otherwise, you know, if merchants come by, I just sell them all the junk that starts piling up. Because it's going to start piling up. I guarantee it. Alright, we're going to set a little bit of priorities here. So that's normal. I'm going to set this to low. This one to low. I'll just set them all to low. And then they can, you know, fill them as needed. Kind of wish that there were more variables, but guess not. Gold mining. Gold mining might be, well, 2 people. Yeah. I'm really only leaving my base for vanometric power cells, apparently. How much time is left? They spoil in 2 days. Well, They probably won't last that long. You know what? We're gonna set that to low and turn a couple of these back up to normal. So if I could get you guys to, no? Haul some of this urgently. Maybe get them out from deteriorating. It's unroofed rating outdoors. It makes them degrade faster. There we go. Now that they're indoors, it should be fine. And this, the reason why I put it out here, filled it with hay, is so that the animals, when they wake up and they're hungry, this is the closest thing, pretty much, that they see. So when they wake up, they should just run over here, eat that, and that'll keep them away from any of, like, my food. So I don't have to worry about them eating a packaged meal, for example. Any new wildlife that I need to worry about? And there's quite a few predators, but I don't think the swarmlings are going to be too dangerous. Maybe they attack as a swarm, so maybe all 6 of them would. And there goes the human meat. Okay, well, we weren't using it anymore. But we got this built now, so let's just set that to well below freezing, and that will start to cool off the inside here and keep some of this stuff frozen. Another mod that I have added is called Celsius. Not to be confused with Celsius and Fahrenheit. Celsius and Fahrenheit will, over on the right side, you can see will display the temperature in both metrics. The Celsius mod, however, makes the temperature spreading out, the diffusing of the temperature, I guess, more realistic. We lost more meat, that's okay. So while this is cooling off the interior here, let me see if I have, yeah, as you can see, it is a gradual thing. So it will eventually get the entire room, as you can see, it's slowly getting darker. Eventually, all of this will be cold enough, but like right here, it's 53 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's still warm enough to thaw or to rot, whereas over here it is below 32. So in this cell specifically, oh, I got something coming in. What is it? Space chunks. Okay, I can only select one. I guess there are different kinds. So it spreads out slower, but at the same time, what this means is things tend to keep their heat or lack thereof longer. So I got inspired research again. I can't really make use of that because I don't have anything to a research table yet. So once things are cold, they will tend to stay cold longer. So I kind of like that because then you don't have your food spoiling immediately when the power goes out and stuff like that. So, but vice versa, it's going to take a long time to cool down. So, and I kind of like that. And with the yokai mod, I know that like this, I guess it's not there anymore. That flame creature that was over here that was fighting. Oh, there it is. Like this thing. This thing is basically living fire. So if it were to be inside the house, it would be like having it'd be like sitting next to a campfire. So that's going to have more an effect on me when those things start happening. And they will start happening because I will start gathering the animals one by one as I can. It doesn't look like there's any here at the moment. I know that there were a whole bunch of kappas earlier, but right now, yeah, I'll get them when they wander in, at least one of each kind. I don't want too many because that's gonna be hard to take care of, and from what I understand, it will make the game run slower overall because it's having to keep track of so many animals. That being said, I have seen people play games where they've had, 50 animals without too much trouble. So I'm not going to worry about it until it becomes a problem. And I don't think these deteriorate, so yeah. About these. So normally there are steam geysers that spawn in the world. What do we have here? Forced weather for pay. Countess of the Refugee Empire wants to perform a low power test of one of her ship's area attack weapons. If she does, a weather control system will force the weather around Chess's Cove, which is my area, to be a rainy thunderstorm for 16 days. Since I'm a local landholder under imperial law, they need my honorable permission to proceed. So I can accept for honor and a pain stopper, which is an implant. I can get Pico machinery, which is archotech of some sort, so very far in the future technology, and a mecha hybridizer. Uses mechanites to advance multi-directional hybrid power plants to process various materials. Most of the crafter is located underground, where everything happens. The part located on the surface is used for final processing. It's a complex device, most of which is underground. It requires a special surface. I don't know what that's useful for. Or I can get a reinforced barrel. None of this really stands out to me as a good reward, so I am just going to say no. And while I'm at it, I am going to go in here and contribution. I assume that's like royal titles. So the Underlight sounds like it might be a royal spin-off. But I don't want honor. My characters are unable to be psychics, basically. They're psychically deaf. And if I had thought about it, there is a trait that was added in through a mod called Muggle, which basically means that they have no way to cast spells. So I contemplated giving them that as well, but I figured psychically deaf was good enough. That, and I'm sure some people would be upset with me having even as many traits as I currently do. So I still have goats, and I've got 5 milk. I suppose I've used it for stuff. For now, it's okay. Like all the meat has rotted away anyway. Maybe I use some of it for food. I'm down to 40 cloth. Was I able to make... I made 2 normal ones. So... how long does it take for this to grow? 8 days to grow. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to expand... well, let's see here. Might as well go overboard with it. So I'm going to expand it. I'm going to triple it in size, basically. And then I'll spend 8 days growing some more. That'll still leave me time to hopefully craft 3 more that I can then send out. I'm gonna have to send one of my 2 colonists, either a Kani or a Zami, and deliver it. Hopefully nothing too bad happens in the days that they'll be gone. But by that time, you know, maybe I'll have trained up the animals a little better. I have trained them 3 out of the 4 steps. So, you know, they're getting trained in hauling, they're trained in attack, except for the maid, which is fine. So, they can help defend the base while one of us delivers the tribal ware. Then I won't have to rely so much on a wood-fired generator. But sorry, I was talking about the steam geysers. Normally, they are just places, you know, like where this tree is, you know, maybe it's a steam geyser just sitting there. But they're usually scattered all around the map. This is just a personal preference. I know that it's probably, it is unbalanced. What it has done is it has made the steam geysers installable. So I can now take these things and, for instance, I can put a steam geyser in my home. It is unbalanced, and I am going to make use of it. Not to too great of an extent, but I wanted... My initial plan for this mod pack was to have hospitality and entertain guests, and I was going to make what is it called? A hot springs, basically. And in order to build a hot springs, you need a steam geyser. So I got this mod so I would be able to make a hot spring wherever I wanted to. So that ended up staying in. Like I said, I will be making use of it mainly for a hot spring. But also for power once it comes around to it. But that is a ways off. I don't like that research screen. So, you know, haven't done any research whatsoever. But geothermal is way up here. And it's 3,200 to research. It'll take a while to get. So it's still a ways off. However, another mod that I added in is called Tech Advancing. So basically, whatever technology level I'm at, I don't have to stay at for the entire game. Like if I was Neolithic technology, every time I would try to research something above Neolithic, it would get a penalty over and above the amounts that it would normally require to research. With tech advancing, once I have half of a current level of research, my technology will advance to that. So if I'm Neolithic, I will advance to medieval, I think is next, and industrial, and so the penalties will slowly go away. That being said, that it doesn't mean I can't research something that's out of my tech range. So I will still get the penalties if I try to research something too advanced. We're in a bit of a quiet time right now. Haven't had any raids, which I'm thankful for, because I've only got 2 people. Now, okay, you say you have nothing to do. Construction skill is still too low? I could have sworn it requires 7? I thought that was a 5. Okay, well, that's me making a mistake again. So, back to the bone butcher table. Put that in. Once that's crafted, boom, things inside. At least we'll move the butcher spot inside. Okay, so now this bill, copy and paste it here. So now with the butcher table, I can extract bone marrow, which will allow me to cook more things and make kibble and stuff like that. I don't really think I have that many bones to spare for the moment, so I'm just gonna leave it at it as is. And we'll just use it. See, where's... Okay, my stove is in here. Oh, but I have like dirt floors. Ooh. Here, let's fix this a bit. Let's... Oh, that is already a dirt or wooden floor. Okay. Let's take care of some of these dirty areas. That way I don't... Well, my characters don't really mind the food as it is. But somebody might. And who knows? I might make something that does not have food poisoning. Oh, messed up on that floor. Messed it up again. There you go. Okay. So now we're getting to the point where we don't have as much to do. I don't have much wood. So let me just get some more wood chopped here. Oh, I suppose it would also help if I expanded this. So let's get some of that done. And then once I have some of this wood available, I will start moving my base down here. It looks like there's a partial wall here already I could make use of. So that could be my entrance. Or like here I think would be my first line of defense. So I'd put some stuff up, you know, like right here or here, just to take care of them. And if too much is happening, then I can fall back to here as a second line defense. And then of course I'll have my serious stuff built back here, and this is where I will have my base. Like, this could be a good area for the base itself. Uh, these three zones could be for storage, offshoots for just things I want out of the main area. Maybe like this could be the kitchen. What is this? Garenlen? Gaurenlen? Garenlen. I don't know. Pod is sprouted. What is this? Harvest and collect a seed. Can be used to plant a majestic garden tree. Can connect with the trees and make them spawn resources. Helpful dryads to work or fight for you. Okay, that is that requires psychic, or not really psychic abilities, but you can't be psychically deaf. So you have to have some psychic ability in order to make use of those. So I won't be able to do that. But I will take the seed and sell it off to any people that come along. I have no problem with that. But what's going on? Hunting work site. Nah, not leaving here yet. So I guess that's let me just slow this down. That's a good start for now. I've been going for 3 hours, so I've got. It may not look like much, but I've gotten a decent start. Like I said, I've trained the animals, so now they're helping out a lot more. They're able to plant, they're able to cut trees, they keep the floors clean. Eventually they'll be able to haul things. And then that'll free up a lot of time for me to start getting research done. Start looking for more colonists, maybe crafting some weapons to use. But mainly the research, and start building this area into a new base. I don't really like the idea of kill boxes, so I'm gonna try to minimize the amount of that. I do, however, I am okay with filtering the enemies through certain areas, maybe lining it with traps so that they get taken down before they get to me. So maybe what I'll do with this area is make it a bit of a hallway, or maybe a zigzag back, like this way and then this way, and then fill it with traps so that at least the first few people will be taken care of. That being said, I found like spike traps, bear traps, all of this stuff are one-use traps, and I'm not sure if I like that. I found a mod that added simple punji sticks, which they require almost as much resources, but they're reusable somehow. I'll find out once I start using them. And since they're reusable, they do like half the damage or a quarter of the damage or something like that. So I think it's a fair trade-off. So I might give those a try. Again, if it's too weak or too powerful, I'll stop using it or modify things to make it more balanced. I can't really say that I've had to do much yet, because the raids that have come at me were raids of one person. So, that being that, I can't really say that that's too powerful or underpowered yet. Maybe if in another 2 raids, if it's still not getting stronger. I mean, they are getting stronger. This last guy had a flak vest. You know, he's getting more equipment. So, first, one of the mods I've added shows you how many points are spent to create the raid. First guy was 40, the last guy was 54, so it's going up. But with that, you know, I've got a good start. It may look like I'm fairly settled into this space, but no, I'm going to build something over here. And apparently there's an anima tree right in the middle. So I may have to do something about that. But I think I'm going to call it there. And then next week, I'll try to see if this save still works. If it does, I'll be back next week. If not, then it'll be something else. So, in the meantime, take care of yourselves and have a good night.